I just got back last night from my stepdaughter's wedding out in Napa, California, which it was just an amazing, amazing occasion and affair. And there I met a lot of wonderful, wonderful people. And I started, as I got into my office today, to think, well, aside from writing the thank you notes, etc., who was it that I wanted to connect with and really start to create a relationship with, because I thought that there could be mutual value in it. And as I was writing the list, it just got me thinking about the blog today, which was going to be about dripping. And I don't mean dripping from the sun. If you think about it, even if water just keeps hitting rock, it begins to erode it over time. But it's the reverse in the dripping I'm talking about. Because the more you stay in touch with people, a little at a time, it begins to build up relationships. And that's really what I wrote about in the blog, and I think it's so important. You've all heard that expression, absence makes the heart grow fonder. That is a fallacy. It's not true. Out of sight, out of mind is more like it. So let's just say I met these incredible people at this wedding. It was a lovely time together, but if I called them in 6 months and gave my name again, might they remember me? Maybe yes, maybe no. However, if I get back to them, perhaps bringing up a conversation that we had, looking for ways to help them, well, wouldn't they be surprised and perhaps even pleased? So my goal, of course, is to send those emails, send the notes, reference conversation, and then start the dripping process. That might mean in a couple weeks or in a month, once again following up with something that will be of value to them, touching base to see how they're doing. In another month, getting back in touch with them, maybe just leaving a voicemail even when they're not there or not even picking up the phone, or texting them. Or if I see something that deals with one of their businesses, why not mail that to them? Drip, drip, drip. In today's environment, the relationships that we have just makes all the difference. And the more we can be helping others, that's a terrific thing. You see, if I was to ask them for something right away, I haven't earned it yet. So I want to build the relationship. And what happens typically, people just, they stop short, they don't do it, they're not consistent with it. So I'm actually reading a wonderful book right now by Keith Fallacy, which is Never Eat Alone. And I had the pleasure of actually having dinner with him one night, and as I read his words, he calls this a ping. He pings people, and he has a whole spreadsheet on who he pings and when he pings, etc. But it's the same philosophy. How do you stay in touch with people over time to build value, build relationships, and to help others? And that's really my message for the day. If you were to sit down and think, who is it that you want to get in touch with and build the relationships, who would they be? I mean, think now, if you got to somebody, let's say, that's what LinkedIn is about, really, and the social networks are, well, I'd like to be with you, but then you say, well, this is somebody I really want to, aside from the social network of the Facebook and the LinkedIn, somebody I really want to be connecting with over time, building up value, building up relationships, then it's the drip process that you really ought to think about it. So that's my message for the day. Start dripping.